Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for January 17th through 21st. You know how we were both so excited to get our General Hospital scrapbooks?
Yes.
You know how much we use them?
Not enough.
Not enough. We like to reference them a lot.
Yes.
However, Rocky, our little buddy Max's dad, sent us a message on Instagram. Floor 9 is mentioned in the scrapbook.
Oh.
Yeah. It's geriatrics and physical therapy.
Okay.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yes.
And I don't know when it's being released, but Max was interviewed by my husband on his podcast, Ring the Bell Radio, and it was really sweet because I was just, doing my own thing. And JD comes in, he's like, Max needs to tell you something.
Aww.
And if you go to Max's Instagram, it's actually mom's. It's S Tomlin 1 or it's S Tomlin. S Tomlin 21. I was close. I guess they were playing Family Feud or something. And it said, the card said, what's the, name a soap opera or something like that. And the number one answer
was General
Hospital.
Yay.
And Max wanted to know if I knew that.
Aww.
And so he called me in on Ring the Bell. So I have a little guest spot if they leave it in. If they don't, spoiler alert. But then he said, and one of them was Young and the Reckless.
Oh, that would be such a good title.
It would be such a good title, but it would also be a really good wrestling tag team.
Yes.
Name for one of the new up and coming teams. So then we start talking and I was like, why have we never talked about this with Max? I was like, dude, I said, do you know that there was one of the characters on General Hospital was a wrestler and that we've had a actual wrestler,
right?
On General Hospital, his face.
Aww.
He's like, what? I was like, yeah. I said the Quartermain's old maid, Alice, was a wrestler. When she was not working for the Quartermains, her profession was she was the Dominator. And I couldn't remember the name of that WWE guy. And it was David Otunga.
Okay.
That visited Alice in the hospital one time and his jaw just dropped.
Aww.
So I don't know what else they talked about, but he's like, we're going to have to talk about this on your show. I said, okay, we can do that.
He's so cute.
So at some point, we have the first 3 months of 411s planned out, guys. So show's keeping us busy.
I love whenever we talk to Max, though. He's so cute.
He is. And we got a lot of really positive feedback about talking with Rocky and Sarah, and they love hearing about how they are also fans of the show and how, they encourage him. But Sarah said, some nights he doesn't feel like doing it, and she's not going to force him to do it. Right. So he's really sweet, though. He just has so much fun. But also, reflecting back on last week's 411 about the hospital, I could not find out who Richard and Jennifer Maines were. They were on the endowment tree.
Mm-hmm. Still no
idea.
idea.
So if anyone knows, I'm wondering, could they have just been lifelong fans that, how that one woman celebrated her birthday and they just had, did they maybe honor them in some way?
So
was
cool.
there something production wise? Were they friends of the original cast? I don't know. Were they the original caterers? I don't know.
Right.
Something like that. But it was really, really sweet.
I like all your theories.
Your theory, jumping right into it, and we'll just jump right into Friday at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Jennifer Smith. Hello.
What? Did you see that somewhere?
No, I swear to God I didn't. I swear to God I did not. No, I was not expecting that at all, especially because she came in right at the end.
I know. I thought it was going to be Luke.
I did too.
I was really bummed.
I thought it was going to be Luke, and then you could tell it was obviously a woman, and I was like, okay, I don't know who that's going to be.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was going to be Helena, and I was like, I'm telling you, if they actually didn't kill her, I will be so mad.
Right.
So, yeah.
Jennifer Smith is back, and we're going to be talking about her on next week's 411. It's not going to be as detailed as it probably could be, but with that Friday cliffhanger, we're like, yeah, we should probably do a background on her. So we are just going to be using the internet and our scrapbook
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, she's been on and off a few times. We'll talk all about it on Thursday.
Okay.
Because, she didn't do anything other than lift her veil.
Right.
But there's a good history there with Laura. What did you think about, as soon as the flash drive, at first I was like, Luke wouldn't have taped something sentimental.
No, and he wouldn't have sent it like that. It was like off in some other room. They heard a noise or whatever. It would have been delivered to Tracy.
Right.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be Luke. But it just seemed boring that it was Helena.
And then they just unplugged it.
Yeah.
I get the last word, blah, blah, and then they just unplug it.
Yeah. I would have watched it all the way through to know if she was saying something
important. Like about Victor?
Right. Anything. Who knows? Maybe they'll watch it later. They just didn't want to do it in front of everyone. But I just thought that was weird. We plug it in, we start watching it. Either turn it off as soon as you see it's Helena or listen to it the whole way through.
Right. And she wasn't rambling, so it's not like they caught her mid-monologue.
Right.
And they were just like, okay, seriously, are we going through all this again? I thought it was funny when she said, I always told him I would get this means I went first, and I always knew I would get the last word.
Yeah.
I liked that, because I liked that. However, and I don't know how to feel about it, like, we think Luke is not dead.
Right.
That's just where our heart is telling us, is that Luke is not dead. However, if he actually is, that was it.
Right.
After.
Exactly. No.
And again, nothing against John Riley. But they did an amazing tribute to Sean Donnelly, who was only on for 10 years and hadn't been on the show in over 20, except for twice for 5 minutes.
Right.
Luke is a substantial.
No, there wasn't enough people there. It wasn't a big enough. It was very disorganized. Like, I'm just going to sit around and talk and have a couple drinks. And then Tracy is the only one that's going to talk, like giving a eulogy.
Right.
And then
no flashbacks.
Right. No flashbacks. No nothing. No, I don't think.
It can't be. But then after the non-tribute to Stuart Damon that we just had,
True.
I really don't know.
But I feel like there was no point in killing Luke off right now, unless it's going to throw us into a whole different storyline that eventually shows us that he's not dead.
Yeah.
And Victor's already made comments about he kind of set this up for whatever reason. And him showing up and Laura saying, get out and whatever. Like, I just don't think that it's
Why would you think that he was welcome there?
I don't think he did. I think he just wanted to make his presence known. I liked that Spencer said a gentleman leaves whenever he's asked, and then he couldn't even argue with it. It was like, okay.
I loved Ava yelling at Spencer, saying, you have been given everything and you're throwing it all away.
Right. It's about time someone says that to him, because that's exactly right.
I did like Tracy's eulogy, though. Don't call him a hero.
Right.
He was not a kind guy. He wasn't, but there was just always something.
Right. I think Ava hit the nail on the head. He came from nothing and he built himself up. And as much as he wasn't a nice guy all the time, he's like Sonny. He has definite nice guy moments. And for his friends, he would do anything.
He's as generous as he is selfish. I thought that was the perfect line because,
No, I don't know. I felt like it was very anticlimactic.
Especially with the Ice Princess when Tracy was trying to, and Laura's like, nope, get rid of it.
Throw it in the ocean.
That's it.
Or throw it in the lake with his ashes. What? I did feel bad for Spencer though, because I was like, I want to see it. Just open it up.
That's the thing. So is that where we're going to be taken to now? Is that Spencer's going to go look for it?
Probably.
And now Spencer's going to have his own adventure with the Ice Princess or whatever. I mean, the last time we had the Ice Princess, Lulu came back out of her. She was kidnapped and cryogenically frozen. And that's when she became, that was the recast from Julie to Emmy. So, okay. Dumbest line of the week. Sonny saying to Dante, I know you can't be with Lulu right now because she's in a coma. And then changing the scene.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude? The look on Dante's face was perfect. Like, yeah. That is correct.
Right. Thanks for stating the obvious. And where are we going with this?
Yeah. But then picking it up with, but we should all be there for, in her honor.
I felt like Carly handled it correctly. She acknowledged his presence and talked to him, but no, we're not going to act like we're back together.
She still loves and cares about him.
Right. As soon as she saw his hand, she's like, what happened? We need to go to the hospital.
Yep.
Or you need to go to the hospital, but she would have gone too.
Oh, yeah. In a heartbeat. And of course, Ethan and Lucky couldn't make it to Port Charles.
No.
Did Lucky send the video. And I was like, oh, that'd be nice. But
That
then
would be
she had
nice.
just said, see, and that's the thing. It should have been at the beginning of the thing, because it was just Felicia, Anna, and Laura that they heard the commotion. They went out, came back in. There's the thing. Then Nicholas could have arrived and been like, oh, did Lucky send a message? And Laura could have been like, he didn't mention it, but let's take a look.
Mm-hmm.
And then had everyone else gathered and then played it thinking, okay, maybe it is a message from Lucky or Ethan, right? And then have it be Helena. And then we go, oh, no. And then Laura could have been like, yeah, he probably couldn't send a video because of the cholera outbreak, but he can quarantine and go to Amsterdam in a couple weeks.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't know. You're right. It was
just not done the way I thought that they would have it done.
Yeah.
The only part that I thought was really good was when Scotty was sitting back on Pier 54 and talking all his smack, and then the ashes blew right in his face.
Literally laughed out loud. I started laughing. So I was like, yeah, that
was perfect. That was well played, and typical Scotty to not want to go, but it was, again, appropriate. I was at their wedding. I don't need to be at this. That was great. And seeing him and Sonny fight Victor together.
Wait, I'm sorry. What fight?
Well, boom, boom, boom. Someone up against the bar.
That was not.
So I don't like the fight so much because it wasn't really a fight, but the fact that
we saw them
teamed together,
roll up their sleeves,
take their
and
coat
then
jackets
nothing.
off.
And then Sonny punched the guard. Victor did not have a hair out of place. His shirt was still perfectly tucked. No creases. There was no fight. They did not. I'm sorry.
They didn't fight Victor. No.
No. And he's like, we gave him and I'm like, no, you didn't.
No. He stood back in the corner.
Perfectly well put together.
Right.
You didn't do anything to Victor.
No. Victor looked like he stood in the corner, and all three of you were trying to fight his guard, who was apparently very good, because you all had something wrong with you.
I mean, did I miss an actual fight scene?
No.
Okay.
No, they showed the one guy tossed up against the bar.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so it wasn't an all-out brawl. There was no.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. I mean, it looked like it was because all the tables were knocked over and everything, but no, you didn't actually see
the actual.
Right. Sonny walked towards him and it made the punchy sound.
Yes.
Which it looked like it would have been Victor, but Victor had nothing wrong with him.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. But I liked the idea of them.
I love the idea of it.
Yes. We're going to put aside our differences because there is somebody we hate more.
I just wish it had actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that. Okay.
And I felt bad for Phyllis. She's like, really, you guys? Come on. Don't do this.
She undervalued that bottle, though.
Yes. Yeah. $55? Mm-mm.
Mark that up.
Especially buying it at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell it to you at their cost.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so at $6 a shot, for a 1 ounce pour, that bottle easily.
Meet Shannon, the bartender.
But I'm serious. I mean, a cocktail, if you were just to get, they're like $6.
Yeah.
Let's say $5. That bottle, she should have sold it for well over $100.
Yeah. Now we know where to go drinking.
I know, seriously.
We'll just take a whole bottle. Our nights would be really cheap.
Yes. So where do we want to go from there?
I took a lot of random notes, but my thing that really annoyed me this week was Britt with Nina. I don't feel like she would say that. She's encouraging her to go after Sonny.
Yeah.
And are you sure there's not an opening there? Are you sure there's not, a way for you to get in? Are you sure there's even still a marriage, blah, blah, blah? After her relationship with Jason and knowing how much he cared about Carly,
right.
I do not think that she would be saying that. First of all, no one should be encouraging someone else to break up a marriage. Until it's actually done, you stay away. But especially whenever it's one of your friends, best friends, that's the marriage you're breaking up.
Yes.
I just didn't get it.
Or her thinking that Nina would be at all of an influence.
When it comes to Brad.
Right.
Brad's the one person Sonny is not going to help, no matter what.
Right.
Understandably so. She even said it. I know he kept the baby away for a year.
Okay, but then when she called Sonny's phone and Avery said, Mama, Carly's not here, she didn't say she doesn't live here anymore.
Right.
She said she's not here and neither is Daddy.
Right.
So guess what? That means they're not home.
Right. They could have been out to lunch together or rented a room in the Metro Court themselves.
It does not sound like Carly does not live there.
No.
It sounds like, I don't know, maybe she's at work.
Right.
Middle of the day, you're calling a woman who has a job.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't have a job, we're not expected to be tight. despite what people think. We are not tied to our phones.
No, it didn't at all come off that way.
No, I didn't like that whole thing either. So
again, it just didn't feel like Britt. She's been better. Like the old Britt.
It feels like old Britt.
Yeah.
Not.
Yes, exactly. But she's new. Like she's better than that. So
she's grown.
Yes. And then I have Michael whining at Drew.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about the fact that Sam and Drew talked about him getting his ELQ shares back last week.
Right.
So that kind of...
And that's all that he wanted to talk about this week.
Yep.
How Ned was harassing him to get his shares back. I don't know. I'm kind of over Michael and his whining, which I've said about 100 times by now.
Pretty much think we all are.
So that was all that I even wrote about that.
I don't think I actually wrote any. I literally think the only thing I wrote was that we forgot to talk about the ELQ stuff. I'd even mention... Oh, but... How Drew said that he's learning a new vocabulary with Scout, and Michael's like, are you learning a new vocabulary with Sam too? I like my brother and all, but okay. We all know that Amanda and I are not exactly
fans.
We think it's weird that Dante and Sam are together. However, there's nothing other than the ooh factor. There is nothing personality or character wise that I'm not going to say this correctly. It's not like he's a bad guy or she's a bad girl.
Right.
So Michael should be concerned for his brother and be like, or whatever.
Right.
For him to be like, yeah, I like Dante and all, but you should be with Sam.
Right. No matter what, no matter how you feel about your sibling, you don't walk around and tell people, oh yeah, you could do better. That's not.
I actually had.
Oh my.
I had a brother of a guy I dated who randomly broke up with me out of nowhere. His brother told me I could do better.
But that's after
I'm better off. Right.
That's after you broke up. While you're together, their sibling shouldn't be.
I still thought that was impressive though, because I was like, well, thank you. That helped. Because if you think that.
Right. But when you're in the relationship, no.
Yes.
And Dante and
correct.
Her,
not yet.
Yeah. Dante and her are still so new. Like they haven't even had a big fight yet that you can be mad about. It's just, I don't know. And I think
I could see the way that Michael should have approached it should have been from his relationship with Willow, where co-parenting can often lead to unresolved feelings, especially,
anything would have been better than that.
Then I like my brother, but
yeah,
I agree.
And I think Drew needs to just move on.
With who?
I don't know yet. But seeing him with Sam, I wasn't getting that same feeling I used to get.
Last week you said that you liked it.
I know, but I just...
This week with no scenes, you've changed your mind?
Yes, exactly. No, just thinking about it. I don't want them to get back together. I'm tired of people getting back together over the fact that they have a kid. That's not enough.
But they didn't have a bad relationship, so it's not like there was an unhealthy...
No, but I don't know how she's still not going to compare him to Jason, since she thought he was Jason. I changed my mind. I'm sorry. I'm allowed.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Michael that set me off with his trying to hook her up with somebody else. She can pick who she wants to be with. I don't think it should be Drew.
Speaking of Sam, though, why wouldn't Curtis go back to his old business partner to do all the background check on Marshall instead of his friend who just came back from the dead?
No idea.
Okay. But this week they kind of did clarify where Curtis said that he gave up his license, not just that he shut down his business. Giving up his license makes more sense because oftentimes, my real estate license is good for so many years, but I could stop selling a house. I could not do a single thing this year, but I'll still be licensed.
Right.
However, come renewal time, if I don't renew it, then I would no longer have my license or ability to work. So I could say I'm done with real estate, but still be licensed to do so.
Yeah.
Which he probably did as a PI. He closed his business years ago. Years ago.
And now he let his license expire.
Yes. So thank you for making that change in his explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up the PI license for a liquor license. He's just now seeing Laura since she's been back.
That was weird too.
I love their friendship though. I think that they are like the unsung friendship connection that...
Yeah.
But then that kind of brings up, if you think that Marshall might have something to do with Jennifer Smith or Frank Smith, was Curtis still at Luke's memorial when Jennifer showed up? Because he was hanging around. Okay, so he had left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember, he said, I could hang around. And she was like, no, that's okay. And Tracy had to go get the Ice Princess. And then they were on their way out when Jennifer showed up.
Yes, that's right. But I just really like how she puts, he's asking for help and she just puts the question back on him. You know the answer to this. Mm-hmm. Just answer yourself.
Okay, so what was wrong with Marshall? Was he faking?
I think he was faking.
So he didn't have to answer why him and Curtis were estranged?
I don't know.
Because Epiphany couldn't just go ask Curtis or TJ that.
I find it hard to have any opinions or anything regarding
Okay.
what we're doing right now. The one thing I will say, if this brings Epiphany back more into the forefront,
Absolutely.
keep up with it.
Well, I wasn't sure if the point of this was he was faking or if the point of this was that Epiphany should be a doctor because she knows more than the doctor and something bad's going to end up happening to him. That she was like, yeah, see, should have ran that test.
The only thing, I feel like it's been slightly demeaning.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, she doesn't
loves her job, and there is nothing wrong with the fact that she is a nurse.
Right.
She is very good at it.
Yes.
But we've never seen her do that. We've seen doctors listen to her.
Right. But she's never confronted a doctor.
Not in that way. So
right. It's usually them asking her opinion, not her saying, I think you're doing this wrong. Like, she was very abrupt with him.
It was very different.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if that was the point of it. But then when he said later to her, the doctor and I have an understanding or something, I was like,
right. Is he on the payroll?
Yeah.
Like, did he fake this heart attack? Of course. Finn and Liz's date is interrupted by Marshall having a heart attack.
Right. I don't know. It's not even that I'm that interested. It's just so many different openings that I'm like, what way are we going? I'm confused.
Right.
And where was more of a conversation with Cam and Joss that are going to a house to be alone?
Well, it got interrupted by Franco's studio burning down. Liz said, we will talk about this in the morning.
Okay.
Because he had gotten hit. In fairness, you probably really can't have a conversation with someone who might be suffering from a concussion.
Okay, so
like, that might not be the right time.
I was thinking of the part where she said, you and Joss are being safe, right? And he kind of made a face and then got up and went upstairs.
And that's when she said, we'll talk about this in the morning.
Okay.
But then we had the whole flash forward to the morning.
Yes.
And Dante. So what I thought it was going to happen was that I thought perhaps Cam and Joss had gone to the art studio first.
Oh.
And had some candles.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And then maybe it was cold. So she was like, well, my dad's house is empty.
Yeah.
Let's go there instead.
I like that so much better.
So it acts because Cam was really interested in why.
Oh, I like that so much better.
But of course it's going to wind up being Peter.
Mm-hmm.
In fairness though, I mean.
Are you going to defend Peter?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was scared.
No, I am glad that it was not Cam and Joss that broke down.
Because he would have had that guilt.
One, he would have had that guilt. But two, causing your stepdad's studio to burn down and getting honked in the head while you're trying to just have some privacy with your girlfriend would give him a really bad first impression of that level of intimacy. So at least we did not
traumatize the poor boy.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely think that conversation is going to.
Okay.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because I'm like, wait, is that all she asked, really?
Well, and that's not like her.
Right.
Like they have a good relationship. She should really be talking to him about.
Exactly. And I don't feel like she's going to just say, no, don't do it. Like she's going to have a real conversation. Her and Lucky were younger than they were.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no. Well, how old is he? He's 18 now?
Yeah.
So yeah, they might have been. But she also had her whole.
Right. She had to deal with the rape and stuff, but I thought the rape was like when she was younger, not young, but younger teen. And then.
Yeah, she was like 16 and then Lucky was.
And I thought they were still in high school whenever they were finally comfortable enough.
They might have been. She might have been like 17-ish because she was. How old was she when she had Cam? She was like 19, 20, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she just turned 40. So
yeah.
So that's the conversation that we want. It's the same one as like I've just recently had with my son. I'm like, I was literally your age when I had you. I am not there yet to be a grandmother.
I have that conversation all the time with my kids.
Like, no,
I don't know where to go. This week was kind of just, I know it was different stuff, but I still felt like it was a Groundhog's Day kind of, we're not getting anywhere. We were just holding out till Friday.
I like Brick, but I wish that it had been Max and Diane having the conversations with Sonny and Carly respectively.
Yeah.
I liked Diane kind of drawing the line of, both of you have me on retainer, so you got to watch what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the storyline with Terry and the dating site is going to be?
I don't know. I'm curious.
When Harmony said that she needed to just pick up food and walked away and looked at her phone, I thought for a second that that's what it was going to be, that they were both somehow on the same site. And I was like, well, that would be different.
But no, but Terry's Terry's looking for a man.
Right. But I didn't know if somehow, like, because she didn't really explain this app. You just, like, put in your information and look. So I didn't know if it would match.
I think you have to put
board,
what your
no matter
preference.
what. Okay.
I think you have to put what your preference. Terry did say that she was looking for a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I just thought maybe it was going to be something shady. I don't know. Like getting her into a bad position. Like Harmony is not as good as she is claiming to be.
So you think that Harmony somehow matches with Terry?
Yeah, not Harmony being Harmony. Harmony's
Catfishing?
profile that she set up. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
This is where I'm confused, but
I'm like, why are you looking at me like I'm saying something wrong when...
Because if Terry is looking to match with a man,
yes,
Harmony is not a man.
Right. No, I get that, but
so
yes, that's
where I'm like, why are we...
Harmony's profile is not
presenting
Harmony.
herself as a man.
Yes.
To...
I mean, I'd hope that that's not true, but...
I hope it's not true either. I
can't tell if I think that she's
up to something or not.
Reformed or not.
Mm-hmm. She's stalking Alexis.
Right.
She keeps coming to Charlie's. She now is at the Port Charles Grill.
Yeah. So, but I feel like if she was stalking Alexis, it would be a positive thing in the way that she's just trying to check out and make sure that she's not drinking or getting into trouble. Not that Alexis shouldn't be allowed to make those decisions on her own, but as a friend being concerned.
Yes.
But if she's trying to catfish anyone, then that would not be a good outcome. But anyway, she looked at her phone. It was something else. So then I was like, okay, I was wrong.
I did not put those two together.
So that's where I was going. And then I don't know that that's where I am. So I don't think that that's where they're going to end up. But when she originally pulled her phone out, I was like, wait a second. And then it wasn't the app that was on her phone.
Okay.
So I don't know. I hope that that's
hadn't thought about.
I hope that's not where it is. But
just I could see her doing that more to Alexis, like telling Alexis, hey, here's this app. You should get back out there. And then her doing, I just don't see the point with Terry.
No, I don't see the point with Terry either, but the fact that she, you know, how they go from one scene to the next and like somehow they connect.
Right.
So she had her phone and I was like, oh, how are they going to connect them? And then it wasn't that. So
yeah, I hope that's not what happens.
No.
But that's an interesting...
I want Terry to just find someone nice and then to have cute little double dates with
Liz and Finn.
Yeah.
So their date wasn't too bad.
It wasn't bad.
He asked about her parents and she gave us the background. So nothing else has happened. Didn't we ask about that a little while ago? Like, did something happen that we missed? It was just the fact that
they kind of pawned her off and left.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Their date went... I feel like, yes, it was a first date, but it wasn't a first date. They've hung out enough.
Right.
It doesn't count as a first date with all those same expectations.
Yeah.
So it was a good date, and he asked if he could take her out again. She said yes. And then they did a little smoochy, so we're good.
And that actually felt less awkward than they have in the past.
Yeah.
Like that felt more natural that, they just kissed.
Mm-hmm. And I like that their conversations stay real, like more to real life. Also, when they got done at the hospital, he's like, well, I still have the babysitter for a couple hours. Do you want to go finish this up or something?
Right.
Before Cam and them messed it up.
Did her house get remodeled? I don't feel like her walls were blue.
I don't know.
Recently.
I'm going to have to go back and check that. I did not pay attention to.
Finn helping Chase move into, so I like the fact that they're going to Jax's house and that they worked out a free thing so that way she's not going to have to be under the thumb of Tracy.
Mm-hmm. Except for what was him talking all that crap on her?
I felt like that was I couldn't tell if he was deflecting.
I think he
like
went
trying
too far.
To talk himself out of it. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's one thing if your friend asks you or your brother asks you, do you like so-and-so? And you're not ready to admit that. You come up with all the reasons that you couldn't possibly like them. But to be that brutal?
Yeah.
Even Finn was like, dude, do you have some issues that you're trying to work through? Because that was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But I wanted Brook Lynn to tell him whenever he came back and was like, why did you call me? I wanted her to say, you hurt my feelings. Right. I overheard you. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to, though.
And then Felicia and Maxie at yoga. Felicia kind of having a little breakdown.
I felt so bad for Maxie because she's just, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? And Felicia's not listening.
But I liked Felicia and Austin. And when she was like, you're telling me no, I like you. Because she knew that he really, truly has Maxie's best interest at heart.
Mm-hmm. But now Maxie has to go anyway because he said, yeah, he would.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want him to remember.
No.
That's just going to make everything so much more complicated until it's ready to come out.
Or he'll kill Peter.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with that.
I don't know.
I feel like Peter
finally approached Finn about, I don't know, it feels like I got thrown down the stairs.
I liked whenever Martin was talking to him, though. He was like, no, we're not going to accuse him of that, because then it goes back to you poisoned his brother, and that's why he was angry.
So I have a theory as I'm raising my hand.
I'll call on you, Shannon.
Yes. I think that Martin is working with Valentine to set up Peter so that he doesn't get away with killing Frank. Like, I feel like there's something way more behind the scenes on this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think that Martin said yes because Valentine said okay. And it has something to do with Anna. And I feel like he thinks that maybe Martin can get out of Peter where Louise is, because they all think that Peter might know where she is. And he actually has no clue because she's right there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I started to go.
I would love that.
So I don't think Martin's as flip-floppy as he appears. I don't think he's as money hungry as...
All right, that's good, because I was angry with him for that.
Me too. Because Valentine said to Anna that he's getting revenge on Brook Lynn. So I feel like somehow it's all going to go through Martin.
So I wanted to know if when Valentine was talking to Anna this week, if you shut your eyes and just like rewound it 20 times.
My darling.
He didn't say Anna at all. He was like, oh, my darling, I love you. Not I love you, but I care so deeply, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, does Shannon rewind this with her eyes shut so she can hear him?
I do not, but maybe I should.
I almost text you. And then I thought, no, we don't talk about the show ahead of time.
Nope.
I really want to ask her this.
Nope. Okay. But I just might start.
I don't think I have anything else.
I'm surprised that Brook Lynn didn't tell Ned. When they were in privacy.
Mm-mm. No, because then Ned's going to tell Olivia, and then Olivia has to tell Dante.
Everybody.
And say something in front of Carly that's like, nah.
But she did the same thing with Leo. So she is the person. That's the thing.
I know
Brooklyn really should be talking to Olivia because, hi, favors. Also, Finn being like, hey, don't forget, when you help someone move, you have to, or when someone helps you move, you have to help them. Didn't Chase just help him move?
Right.
Okay. So favors done.
Yes.
Cool.
Exactly.
We're even on moves.
And that's what Chase should have said. Remember when you needed to move from Anna's?
You know, just a couple weeks ago here.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, I like TJ and Brando being friends.
Yes.
And I was really thankful that TJ said, you can do therapy without Sasha.
Yes. Yep. And it said that you could go see Kevin. He's a great therapist. Go ahead.
Yep. I appreciate Gladys really was trying to be helpful. I appreciate her sentiment. Totally wrong.
Yes.
Setting though.
Right. Yeah. Not out in public, but also not in yoga where I'm just sitting here trying to relax and do this.
Right.
Yeah. But that was a cute friendship moment between her and Maxie then of people keep pushing and it's like, I just need to get through this day.
Yes.
So I liked that. And then I think the only thing I have left is Sonny and Dante being like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Him going to Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carly even questioned him. I got an email. Did you refill your meds? Like, that's where we're going with this storyline. But I don't know why we have to just keep seeing little pieces here and there. Like,
because it doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight. But I feel like they all know the warning signs well enough by now that they shouldn't all just be standing around going, oh, you're acting like maybe you haven't taken your meds. Have you not taken your meds?
But that's that little, because the rest of the time, so like, yeah, he might say like the off comment. I feel like the one with Chase really piqued Dante's interest where he's like, whoa, because I mean, it was definitely like real quick, a switch, you know, but the other ones have been a little bit more subtle. It's been like when he's upset. Well,
right. You go off when you're upset, no matter what your conditions are.
Right. So I feel like that one is going to be the one that kind of, I am just really tired of them putting together that Sonny came home and Jason died. They were 2 months apart.
Yeah.
There was a lot of time in between the two of that.
Yes. He absolutely could have told her everything.
Yep. Especially at the same time that she was telling him about Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was not honest about, I still have feelings for him.
Right.
But I think that, I mean, I think he knew that.
Right.
And yeah.
I was proud of Sam for going and being that friend because that
was weird.
It was weird, but I was proud of her to go out of her comfort zone and be like, listen, I know you want to talk to Jason and he's not here. Pretty uncomfortable to sit there and listen to Carly talk about how in love she was with Jason, but you need a friend. I'm going to be the bigger person.
Right. So, and I like that she was like, okay, so start over again. Hi, Carly.
Right.
I did like that. That was nice.
You got anything else?
Not really. Just, all the books on Finn's bookshelf were medical.
Oh, okay. Thank you for investigating that for us.
Yes. After my deep dive on the books last week.
Yes.
I now feel that it is my place
I should ask you what's on Liz's bookcase because they kept showing that one picture, but there was books around it. So
I
we need
didn't
to
look.
pay attention next week. That can be our trivia question every week. What books were in the scenes this week?
Yes. And Curtis kicking out a drug dealer.
Yes.
So
He wants no part in it.
I know, but I feel like that's going to tie into Marshall, and that's going to, all those things are, where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's all I have.
Okay.
Reality check.
So what's your reality check?
I kind of had a similar moment talking about, a similar moment. No, a similar moment.
I'm not sure I want to know which one of these is a similar moment.
Let's just go. I didn't kill anybody. No, a similar moment with the Carly and Sam talking of trying to be a friend for someone you wouldn't normally be a friend to.
Oh.
And, like it happened that that's what I needed to do or whatever. But I was talking to my son and he asked me like what I said and how the conversation went. And I told him and he said he was proud of me. And it like made my heart go all fluttery because it's a big deal when your adult kids see like your good traits. You know what I mean? So yeah, he was like, that was really decent of you. You could have told them to not talk to you. He used different words, but not talk to you. And you were being a very good person. I'm proud of you. And I was like, thanks. So that was my feel good. It is a mom moment, but not a mom moment kind of thing because it was on a growing up level. And then my kids.
And it's a very soap opera situation that you're.
It is very soap opera. Yeah. And then just my regular like mom thing yesterday at Madeline's school, they did glow bingo. So you could wear like your white and your clothes would glow or whatever. And she was super excited because that's like the first big event that we've had in so long.
Aww.
And so we went to that and Ryan came with us and he was playing the bingo game and it was just like cute to see them interacting like that. She was so bummed though because the very last game was a coverall and you won a $20 gift card to Target and she was only 2 away.
Oh.
And she like walked out of there
Madeline, we feel
mad.
Your pain. Don't worry.
I was like, we can find another bingo game. If you like this, there are some that kids can go to. We'll find one. And she was like, but I was only 2 away. I'm like, I know.
Yes.
So
if we had all the money that we were only 1 away or 2 away. Or...
Exactly. But yeah, it was just cute to see her with all her little friends and like, just those kind of activities that they haven't been
starting your favorite hobby so early.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Sweet.
That's it. How about you?
Kind of had a quiet week. It was nice, I think. This is where we have to go back to my calendar because I forget what I did this week. Yeah, I, honest to goodness, don't really have anything this week. It was kind of, by the time that this airs, so my friend turned 30 last week and we were supposed to have a surprise party for her last week and COVID has delayed that. And so we're recording early too. We're recording on Saturday and it's tomorrow. So hopefully by the time this releases, it will have been good.
I would think so. You put a lot of time and effort.
Here's my future past. My future past reality check. That's pretty much, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing some prep for it.
You have done awesome. It's going to go great.
I made the new girl picture frame set up for her. So yeah, I guess that's it.
I guess. Okay. I don't know what all, we didn't talk that much this week. So I don't know.
We didn't. I don't know.
I guess it has been pretty quiet.
Ozark Part 1, Season 4 is out.
Okay.
I have 2 episodes left because.
Oh my.
Well, it was only 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did that with that Emily in Paris. The
that's
season
done.
Came out and I just sat there like in one day. And then I was like, I spent 9 hours watching TV today.
It's what I did while I did the picture frame.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
I killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yes. Productive.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it. All right. So join us on Thursday as we talk about Jennifer Smith.
This is going to get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.